Man, y'all know what it is. The real two-tet, all praise to God for everything. I mean, every single thing. And I'm here with my brother, Marathon Manny. We have a special guest today, Mr. Sleep Customs. How you feeling, my brother?
Big
I'm
sleep.
feeling good. I'm good to be here with y'all.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, bro.
And so before we start every interview, we always do a mental health check. And how you feeling mentally?
Mentally, I'm here. I'm at a high right now. I'm reaching for my goals, trying to attain everything I want.
Okay. How about yourself, man?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling blessed. You know, warmed up, got this
Yeah.
energy going. I'm ready, bro.
For
Trying
sure.
to make something great out of this, you hear me?
I love that, man.
What's up?
For me, man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm just blessed to be here. Like I say, I'm gonna say this every time. I put my 2 feet on the ground every morning. It's a win. So Sleep, man, take us back to the beginning. How was life for you growing up, man?
Life for me growing up, it was, you know, I wouldn't say it was hard, but it was hard. You know, I lived in a household where I only had one parent, so like my mom's wasn't there most of the time. So it was a good thing and a bad thing because I got to focus more on my father and he got to show me how to be a man. And I only had one direction to look. Then I had 2 parents teaching me.
Let's touch on that, man. Your pops, because you know when you coming up, it's always the moms, but you had your pops there. I ain't even had my father in my life that much, you know. Anyway, we ain't gonna talk about that. But listen, I want you to talk about how much your father meant to you and what is some things he taught you.
My father meant the world to me. One thing he taught me was how to be a man, always show respect, be kind to others, you know, just be a man, take care of your people, take care of my sisters, take care of my brother.
So you come from like a close-knit family, like you said you got, how many siblings do you have in total?
It's 5 of us, so I got 4 other siblings.
4 other siblings.
3 sisters, 1 brother.
And you all pretty close.
Yeah, we're pretty close. You know, we all grew up, so we kind of like all doing our own thing.
Doing their own thing.
So you know how that go.
So your father, man, I know your father passed away. Talk about how that affected you.
You know, it still affects me to this day. You know, it was like heartbreaking. Like that was the only thing like I had. Like you know, like what that was, I'm trying to think of the word. Unconditional love. You know. That's the only place you can get that unconditional love. Although others love you, nobody will know you like your parents. Facts.
So what did that lesson teach you? Because you know, growing up, we always think we got forever and a day to do things. You know, because sometimes things happen unexpectedly. We think we're gonna be here forever. We're gonna have our parents forever. What that lesson taught you as your father died, like your father passed, what did that teach you?
It taught me, man, just to cherish the people around you. Live the days with them, man. You know, you never know when they might be gone.
For sure.
That's a pain like a lot of people don't want to endure. Although we all want to endure it one day. For sure.
So coming up, did you face any struggles, like you know, like school wise, just going through things? Like talk about some things you know faced that you know grew up.
You know, growing up, I mean, I did pretty well coming up in elementary and middle school. I focused on my grades, although I was in trouble. Once I got to high school, you know, I wanted to be the cool kids.
I was outside, yo.
Every day.
Wanted to, you know, do bad things and get in a lot of trouble, and that taught me a huge lesson because when I had kids, like, although that's fun, it's that direction not gonna take you. If you don't know how to break that, it's not gonna take you nowhere. It's only gonna take you a couple places.
Staying on the right track.
For sure. Let me ask you this though, Sleep. Would you say you're misunderstood?
Yeah, I would say I'm misunderstood. Some people understand me, then some people don't understand me. I mean, and to say that is that you really can't focus on being understood. You just gotta do you, and then the people who want to understand,
they gonna understand you. Understand it. So let me ask you this, man. Why do, like in life, man, sometimes when somebody say, oh, you're misunderstood, I don't understand you, why do people do that instead of trying to understand people? They judge you off the break. They say, oh, Sleep does this, Sleep this person, man, this person, Kyrie this person. Why do people do that?
I feel like it's easier to judge somebody than to try to get to know someone. You know? Like people don't want to take that initiative to try to get to know and get to understand, see what you're going through. People would rather just stand back and then
come to a
judge.
quick conclusion about you.
For sure.
That's something I always, you know, now that I know, like getting an understanding of a person is way better than just sitting there like, oh yeah, this person that. Nah. Try to understand why they doing
For
that,
sure,
how
for
they
sure.
acting like that.
Most definitely.
You know,
most definitely.
sometimes it's a method to people madness.
For sure, all the
You
time,
feel me?
man, all the time. And so, like basically, like you got your clothing brand, Sleek Custom, right? Because I know you've been an artist forever. You my cousin. So you've been an artist, you've been drawing. So, where did you grow that passion for drawing? Is it something that came to you naturally? Like, talk about that.
I think it came to me naturally. I wouldn't say like my passion is for drawing no more.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I love to draw. It's easy for me.
Mm-hmm.
I would say more of designing and
Facts.
you can distinguish the two because when you're drawing, like you just putting down, you can really like draw anything. When you're designing, that goes to saying you can like create anything, going from like clothes to cars to buildings.
Yeah,
Although that
sure.
also takes to draw. Like you also have to know how to draw. But I mean, designing just like you can come up with a visual idea and then somebody else can put it on the paper for you.
So that's something that came to you naturally. So talk about the fashion industry. Like, what got you so intrigued with fashion that you even created your own clothing brand?
Yeah.
Talk about that.
I think with fashion, I just think like it's a way to express yourself, and that can also help people understand you through fashion. So like I mean, fashion is a lifestyle. So I just look at like all the big brands and I'm like, I want to be like them. I want to have my own thing one day.
Sure.
And it's slowly but surely coming to that. And I got passion for fashion.
For sure.
Passion for fashion. I like that.
Like Kanye, I always had a passion for fashion. You know what I'm saying?
No bullshit. I got a question though. Like, I know what passion feels like when you're doing something that you're passionate about. Nothing else matters. Like when you get in that zone, when you design new clothes, and when you actually start to see it come into fruition. Like, talk about that process, like the creative process when it comes to your clothing brand, bro.
Just the creative process. It's easy because you really don't like try to like you really don't try to like focus on other things. And you can come up with your own ideas and you can trendset and you can do what you want. The process has been kind of been difficult in the past only because I've been trying to find like manufacturers to put my ideas together. Right now I'm in works with the manufacturer and I think the ideas the creations are amazing and I'm just waiting for them to come and you're gonna see it, you're gonna see it bloom, you're gonna see it come together.
So this is one thing and I love this about our neighborhood, right?
For sure.
Man, damn near everybody in our hood is rocking your stuff.
For sure.
Me, man, look, shout out to Sleek Customs,
Shout
because
out,
when I
shout
touch
out.
down, what I touch down in Sleek?
In
In the customs,
For sure.
Like, cuz I need some sweatshirts, I'm sending my sister. Let's go.
For sure.
I'm putting on for the hood.
For sure.
That's my man. I put some. First thing I put on when I got out of prison was some Sleek Customs, and I love that about our neighborhood. Everybody supporting you. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that? Like, knowing that people just like don't nobody had to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like having people actually supporting you, wearing your clothes. I had a whole jean suit that you made for me. You know what I'm saying? For my birthday. You know what I'm saying? I'm like. I take pride in seeing that you create.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? I take pride in wearing your stuff. So talk about how you feel about that.
Man, it honestly like put a big smile on my face. It make me happy, like just to see like someone posting a picture or even walking down the street wearing stuff. You're like, you see my stuff out. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes, and you putting in that work, bro. And like one thing I'm gonna tell you that you might not know, like you're not gonna see everything that from your brand, bro. Like. People wearing this in other places and stuff, like you're not gonna see every reaction that they get. I've gotten reactions like, "Oh, I like that. I like your clothes." And I'm like, "Yeah, this my friend's clothing brand."
Sure.
Man, I always bang that. That's my friend. I emphasize that. Why? Because it's important to support your friends.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
And it's even like he got clothes that's where my kids stay in some Sleek Customs. You hear me? And people just liking it, man. It's unique. You know what I'm saying? Like. Talk about the business side. Like I know, you up and coming. Like, how do you feel? Like, what's some struggles you facing with the Sleek Customs business coming up?
Some struggles I faced was just like broadening my horizons, trying to like touch other demographics. Like I want to see the world in sleek customs. Like, and I feel like, and I try to help like a lot of folk, like a lot of our kind, you know, like minorities. We usually like focus on our people, just to wear that. And I try to like tell them like how to become big. You gotta, you know, you gotta touch everyone. You gotta make sure you touch everyone. So you want to create something uniquely for everyone. If you can understand what I'm saying.
No, I think I know I see it. I know it because there's different brands that's already like that. There's different brands that's already like that. You trying to go global with this. You trying to make it for everybody, every demographic. That's a beautiful thing, bro. And I commend you on that.
Go ahead. Go ahead, man.
I
Go
want to
ahead.
hear what you got to say.
So let me ask you this, Sleek. So you know about support, right? You were saying that people wearing your stuff. But I notice about support, sometimes the people close to you never support you. It's like people are bandwagons, you know what I'm saying? They like followers. When they see everybody else doing it, they'll do it. But it's people that be with you every day, like you see what I'm trying to do, you see I'm trying to take it to the next level. Why is it that people don't support?
It's just that sad. Like people won't support you till you become big. You know, you know, everyone see you do good, but a lot of people don't want to help you become
Right. I like that. And so, I want to ask you this. Talk about Sleek Custom. Where did the name come from? Because that's a heck of a name. You know, you asked me, unique name. I know you're Sleek. Like, how did you get the name Sleek? And then you added Custom. Talk about that.
So, the name Sleek came from one of my childhood friends. He just started calling me Sleek. Everybody just started calling me Sleek. But Customs came, I started, like, I wanted my stuff to be one-on-one. And I originally, like, started hand-painted merchandise. So, everything was custom made just for that particular person. So that's how the name Customs came from.
That's very unique in a way. Like you got one-on-one. Like once you make something one time, there's no more of that. You know what I'm saying? So did that become a pain? Like somebody might want something the same exact thing as another person. How did that? Talk about that.
It became a pain because you got people like I want that shirt, and then you try to like tweak it a little bit, and then you got another person. Damn, that's just like my shirt. Yeah. So it's just like difficult. So like now, like you want that stuff. You want one-on-one. You gotta pay that price.
For sure. So look, I like that. So talking about you got your logo, the bear, right? So what was the creative process of creating a bear?
So the creative process was, me and my man came with an idea to draw like a bear, and we drew the bear, and then at the time I was smoking. I was smoking like heavy. I was smoking marijuana. So I incorporated the
real.
I thought it'd be cool to like to put a J in the mouth for the bed.
I missed that time.
I started thinking to myself like, I was hand painting, so I had to minimize the time of creating the bed. So I came up with the face, and I thought like, you know, when you stone, you put the X's on your eyes.
I like that. Yeah, instead of putting the J in the mouth, you put the eyes. You stone. You know what I'm saying?
So that's how that came.
I like that.
And you know, I also got bleeding heart, and you know, my father died. It was just, you know, everything was rushing. I was kind of sad, you know, facing mental challenges, and you know, came back for the better. And then I got this logo. If you can see, it's just I seen a lot. Yeah, I seen a lot of people. I feel like I was the first one with the bed, and I seen a lot of people come with that. So I thought, like, you know, minimize it, something for the future.
Switch it up.
Transition.
So kind of like a rebrand.
Yeah, rebrand.
Okay. Hey, I got something to say too. So like, I remember this, like somebody's kid, you know, saw your brand, like the bear, and they drew their own, right? And they and you got it custom made. Their design, the color pattern and everything, right? Talk about that. Like, how did that happen?
One of my friends, you know, they, like you said, they got a kid. They showed me they drawing. They like, I love Sleek Customs. I want your drawing, and they touch it. I'm like, man, the kid's loving my stuff. You know? He
for sure.
actually like hand drew it on his own piece of paper, handed it to me, and I came up with the idea for him, and I'm great.
Made it happen.
Now I got the opportunity to do something like that.
So let me ask you this. Go ahead.
Now I was just about to say, like, that's, you know, that's a beautiful thing that, you know, sometimes you're doing something out of passion that it can inspire other people. children. You know what I'm saying? Just like how some people grew up watching Michael Jordan and stuff, watching LeBron James and stuff. They're inspired and they become the next stars. You might be creating, not even creating, but you might be inspiring the next best thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something great. Like keep that in mind, bro. Go ahead, take it off.
Yeah. So how is the Sleek Custom brand different from other brands?
Sleek Custom.
Let me ask you another question too. Now, in fact, answer that first. I'm asking that. Let me come back and answer.
You know me. Sleek Customs is different from other brands because other brands like they create the same piece of clothing, like they make a lot of them. But Sleek Customs, I try to stick with the supply and demand method, so I create little as possible, and I tell them, usually someone come and say, why is it different? I'd be like, you might see 100 people with your shirt on, but you're gonna be the only one with that shirt. And if it's like a item that's more than one, you might just see you might be 1 out of 5 in the world with that shirt.
So what are you trying to do with the Sleek Custom brand? What are your goals?
My goals is to eventually become a household name, become worldwide. Have this runway. Possibly like meet with Anna Wintour one day. Had this high fashion.
Speak it into existence,
bro.
It's gonna happen.
So, what are you doing now? You doing pop-up shops? What are you doing?
Right now, I'm working on a rebrand. I'm getting my website together. I'm still doing pop-up shops. Right now, I'm focusing on a brand, and I'm getting product in that I've created, and I'm just waiting for that. So then I can do like a new launch and people can see my new items.
How did you feel about the pop-ups? Like when you first did it, I know I had to show up, right?
Yeah.
I had to show up, man. Like so, the idea of having a pop-up shop and the motions of going through it, because I remember telling you like, bro, you doing good. You know what I'm saying? I just seen it in you. You just like it was like a lot to handle, but you was doing it, bro. Like you had it on your shoulders, bro. And you killed it, bro. So talk about like the process for you.
The process, it's definitely a process because you gotta reach out to vendors, get people to come, to come and be vendors, and you gotta get people to come shop. Although people just come out the string, you want to see all your vendors do well. So that put a lot of pressure on you. That put a lot of pressure on you, sometimes some pop-up shops might be slow, sometimes they just be banging, and it definitely make you feel good when you have a successful pop-up shop, and it's something that you put together, and I put them together on my own, so I do everything from the graphics to, getting vendors, securing a venue, having everything set up, that's all on me, so.
Putting that shit together, that's what's up. I got another question real quick, right? Entrepreneurship, right? I'm very interested in it because I'm honestly trying to just be an entrepreneur. I don't want to work for nobody. That's my goal. For you, what's your favorite thing of being an entrepreneur, and what's your least favorite thing? Or, the pros and cons for you.
I would say my favorite thing is being able to work for myself and, having flexibility and the time to do what you want. The con is, and that con should make you go stronger. It's just that everything is up to you. You gotta do everything on your own, so you gotta put in that work.
For sure.
Put that work in. I hope you young entrepreneurs is listening.
For sure.
Because the shit don't come easy. You want something great, it ain't gonna come easy.
I'm telling you. So let me ask you this, Sleek. What are some, have you ever felt discouraged about your Sleek Custom brand? Have it been times I want to give up on this shit. I don't want to do this shit no more, man.
Yeah, it definitely be like highs and lows with it. Some days you might be selling out of your product.
Yeah.
And some days it might be slow. And like you said, with support, there'd be a lot of people supporting, then you look at other people and then you see like a lot of people not supporting. Sometimes that can discourage you, and it just should make you go harder and just keep doing your product and keep pushing out to as many people as you can, regardless of who supports you.
Well, exactly. I was just about to say that, man. Just continue to push your stuff out there yourself, because just like what we doing with the podcast, everybody gonna support when they take off. You know, when you at the top, everybody support you. So we just gotta continue to put the work in. Same thing that you're doing. Keep putting the work in with your sleep custom brand. It's gonna take over. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about believing in you. So let me ask you this, man. Like when it comes to all this stuff, man, you know, you sleep custom. What are some you're most proud of?
Something I'm most proud of is just seeing people wear my product and seeing people love it. Like that make me happy.
And I'm gonna touch on this too, man, because this is a topic we got to touch on. You know, this is Mental Health Awareness Month. I didn't know that. Manny had told me about that. And so you said you had went through some mental health issues at one point in time. Talk about that experience and what did that stem from?
I would say that experience was like hell. You know, you get to like feeling like who really with me, who not with me. You know, a lot of things like just playing in your mind, and you know it just comes from trauma. Like you know, I've been through a lot of things in my life. You know, a lot of deaths. You know, it's just trauma.
For sure. So listen, I want to say this before we wrap it up, man. If you could go back and talk to your 13-year-old self, Malik, what would you tell that 13-year-old Malik?
Man, I would tell him like, make sure you focus in school and make sure you focus as much as possible. I would have told my 13-year-old start sleep customs right now. You know, work hard and you know don't rely on nobody for nothing. You know, work hard and you're gonna get what you want if you work hard.
That's lit.
And I'm gonna say this too. I want you to share some positive word with people that have a clothing brand, because you've been doing it for how long now?
I've been doing it for some years now.
Okay. So I just want you to share some words to somebody that got a clothing brand. They don't know how to get it out there. They don't know how to find the support. They don't know how to brand it. What would you tell them, man? Share some words with them, man.
I would say first, you know, if you got that capital, go ahead, like take it slow, find a manufacturer who can produce your clothes. You know, you might have to give some out for free. You know, try to get it to folks, you know, like who you know into fashion so they can promote your brand. And social media is the best tool. It's a free tool for you to get your product off. So use that to your advantage. You know, just don't be scrolling all day. You know, use that for your clothing line. And you know, a lot of possibilities can come from it. You never know who watching you. You never know who watching your brand on social media.
For sure.
You know, just put your best out there.
For sure. And how can people find you if we want to buy some clothing from you?
If you want to find me, follow. Right now, my account is under maintenance. I'm getting my website together right now. Sleek Customs. My website not out right now. I'm working. It's a lot of things going on.
Got them on Instagram?
Yeah, you can follow my Instagram at Sleek Customs at Sleek _Customs.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, you gotta spell that for the people because you know what I'm saying. Some people don't know how to spell it.
We gonna post it up on the.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
It's gonna
be up there. I forgot about that, y'all. My bad. My bad. It's been a long day, but no excuses. You know, players mess up too. Yeah, we're gonna put that at the end of the video, man. Sleep Custom will be at the end of the video. So, but look, man, I appreciate you coming out, brother.
I appreciate the opportunity.
I appreciate no problem, man.
Good, man.
No problem. So there you have another episode of The Real with my brother Marathon Manny. And listen, we gonna keep on dropping these bangers, dropping these classics, and there you have it, The Real.
Okay, then.